Now, with less than 2 weeks left before America votes, we are bringing you our special coverage of the race for the White House. As the presidential frontrunners play the foreign policy card in their latest attempt to woo voters, the Pentagon has issued a stark cyber threat warning. The threat of a potential Pearl Harbor orchestrated by hackers from abroad. More on this now to RT's Marina Portnaya.
America's military invasions, interventions, and targeted attacks have traditionally been deployed on the battlefield. Yet today, a significant shift in technology has created a brand new terrain for warfare. The internet, which most people use for communication, research, and entertainment, is being dubbed the battlefield of the future. In an era of hackers and viruses, computers are something of a weapon in the emerging world of cyber war, a virtual world where military strikes are invisible and everyone online remains vulnerable. Earlier this month, U.S. Defense Secretary Leon Panetta warned that America faces the possibility of a cyber Pearl Harbor if online security isn't strengthened.
The even greater danger facing us in cyberspace goes beyond crime, and it goes beyond harassment. A cyber attack perpetrated by nation states or violent extremist groups could be as destructive as the terrorist attack on 9/11.
While the Pentagon is looking to expand Washington's ability to respond to cyber attacks, it's also developing procedures that allow frontline troops to have a new generation of cyber weapons at their fingertips. The Army's Cyber Effects Request Format, otherwise known as CERF, is a system that allows combatants to request cyber fire operations from U.S. Cyber Command. Some operations could include infiltrating an unclassified network inside of a ground force headquarters to disrupt their communications.
What the military is trying to do now is to embed computer experts. When you're dealing, for example, with counterinsurgency, you want people who know how to do forensic work on a laptop. If you capture somebody, how to dump his cell phone, how to prevent your mini drone, your backpack drone, from being interfered with. I mean, nearly everything, even down to the squad level and the platoon level, is starting to have hacker and counter-hacker issues.
But it's not only tactical implementation that the U.S. is looking at. Allegations have emerged that Washington has already launched its first offensive strike. In 2010, the first weapon to be made entirely out of code targeted Iran's nuclear program. A computer virus known as Stuxnet infected Tehran's enrichment facilities with the capability to turn up the pressure inside Iran's nuclear reactors or switch off the oil pipelines and tell the system operators that everything was normal. The attack destroyed nearly 1,000 of Iran's 6,000 centrifuges. According to reports, the virus was a joint collaboration between the U.S. and Israel.
More destructive things.
Experts, however, warn that Washington's growing involvement in cyber warfare could come back to haunt the U.S.
And it's a double-edged sword. What you use against your enemy is eventually going to work its way back to you. Everybody's looking for deniability. If you send in Stuxnet or Flame or any of the other variants, it's deniable. They can't prove who did it or how you did it. You can just say, gee, we're really shocked this is happening.
The soft power dimension to new U.S. policies in the digital world is reflected in its desire to win hearts and minds of the online community. Last year, the U.S. spent nearly $20 million to help foreign citizens access online material and social media. Meanwhile, the U.S. government is working hard to spy on internet communications, not just on its own citizens, but foreign nationals as well. America's largest overseas eavesdropping base is in Britain, and the top secret facility carries out a whole range of military, diplomatic, and commercial surveillance. The beginning of a new global battlefield, where viruses replace drones and hackers may become some of the highest-ranking officials in the U.S. military. What may still sound to some like science fiction is fast becoming a virtual reality. Marina Portnaya, RT, New York.